There's been about 4,000 to 5,000 people that have died here over the last 100 years. About 50 or so psychiatric patients died here. Got him down on his hands and knees in execution style, murdered him by shooting in the forehead.
Oh my God, he was executed on his knees. They're here. Keepers me. Not a lot of places intimidate me, but looking around this place in the day, I am frightened. I am so scared for tonight. There's a lot of ground to cover here. We have a tuberculosis sanatorium, we have a psychiatric hospital, and we have a nursing home. And it's not just the sheer size of this place, it's also extremely eerie within. And I've already seen something. I seen a full-blown shadow figure with my own eyes just exploring during the day.
Guys, the Indiana State Sanatorium is really something else. You know, it's not just the paranormal that scares me here. In fact, I'd say less the paranormal, more structural integrity of the buildings, and maybe bats. I'm on bat watch tonight 100%.
As far as paranormal goes, I have heard that there's been a lot of people to experience strange occurrences here, but I find it interesting because it hasn't been as open to investigators for as long as a lot of the other sanatoriums that we have visited. So it hasn't really bolstered those iconic ghost stories or legendary ghosts named spirits.
It'll actually be interesting to see how tonight goes as well, because it's just started raining. The last time we investigated with a thunderstorm and rain, things got really intense. So it'll be exciting to see what that does to the energy of this place.
I don't know what to expect from this one, so stay tuned to find out.
Indiana State Sanatorium is a sprawling property littered with buildings that invoke true terror. Today, the rot has set in, and the deteriorated state of the abandoned sanatorium has created an eerie setting for the ghosts rumoured to remain. But having functioned as a tuberculosis sanatorium, mental health facility, hospital, and nursing home, these old buildings have a lot of stories to tell.
The Indiana State Sanatorium was the state of Indiana's main tuberculosis hospital from 1908 to 1968. It had about 250, 300 patients out here at any given time. There was a children's hospital that was kind of separate from the adult hospital. It was a self-contained community. It sat on about 600 acres in rural Indiana. Everybody that worked at the sanatorium lived in the sanatorium. They cured tuberculosis with antibiotics in the early 60s. The sanatorium closed in 1968. In the mid-70s, some accountants from Chicago with the middle names Lee, Allen, and Bryant decided to open a nursing home complex out here, and they built a new nursing home and they named it Lee Allen Bryant. They had some problems with the county as far as getting old folks in, and so they ended up being more of a mental hospital than a nursing home. Lee Allen Bryant Psychiatric Hospital was a co-ed facility of about 200 patients. There was another 120 patients at the nursing home. They specialized in nursing home patients with mental problems. There's been about 4,000 to 5,000 people that have died here over the last 100 years. About 2,000 patients died during the tuberculosis era, and another 2,000 to 3,000 nursing home patients died. About 50 or so psychiatric patients died here, suicide. Mostly people jumped off of roofs, people ran naked out into the road and got hit by cars, but some of them were accidental, some of them drowned. I've been told by the police and by several people that several people have jumped off the roof of the building. 2 out of 3 of them had died. And there was a young man who was either trying to kill himself or he was cold, but he took a wrench to the steam pipe in his room and opened up the steam pipe that came in and filled his room with 200-degree steam, and they didn't find him for 8 hours, and he had cooked himself. When the facility first opened, they had about a 60 to 70% mortality rate annually. So if they had 200 patients, the first couple of years, 100 to 120 of them would die. Lee Allen Bryant got behind in its mortgage. It got behind in its taxes. It got in trouble with losing lawsuits for patient care issues. They got into trouble with state for meeting state guidelines for the quality of care issues, and finally lost their license. And so on September 11th, 2011, the whole thing kind of came crashing down.
Although there is a lot of important medical history to preserve surrounding the Indiana State Sanatorium, there are some darker moments that the facility would rather forget. These include allegations of abuse, inappropriate relationships between staff and patients, and even fatal neglect. Suicide, patient escapes, poor treatment, and even murder would all taint the hospital. Since the abandonment of the property, would-be explorers and ghost hunters have claimed to have paranormal experiences here. Voices, footsteps, shadows, and physical touch have all been reported, and some have been truly terrified by these buildings and what lies within.
When people first started arriving here, it was a more varied response because no one knew what they were looking for, and so people found this and found that. But there's some really weird, like I say, I'm skeptical when it comes to, but there's been some serious, I would say, coincidences that have struck me as odd. One of them is the building that we're sitting in right now was built in 2008, but it's built on the site of the original children's hospital. One night in October, I think it was 2021, I come walking in this front door, and all of a sudden, every ghost detecting piece of equipment they have, it goes off, whoop, 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 lights and flashing and beeping. And I'm like, so what's up, guys? Why are you sitting here in the 2008 front office? I thought maybe it's cold outside and this building had heat. I don't know. The activity in this building is off the charts. Is there something to do with children here? We're picking up children laughing. I'm like, well, it is the site of the children's hospital. And they're like, aha! And they thought, eureka. It was a eureka moment for them. The next night I walk in, don't tell the next customers that that's what happened the night before. Exactly the same thing happens 2 nights in a row. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I was like, are you guys pulling my legs? I mean, is this some kind of elaborate joke you're playing on me? 3rd night in a row, it happened again. And then did not happen for 6 months, and then 2 nights in a row, and then about 9 months and it happened once.
Tonight, we aim to investigate several areas of interest within the massive complex. We will explore the tunnel system where a murder-suicide occurred, the original tuberculosis hospital, being the oldest building on site which likely saw the most deaths. We will spend time within the former nursing home, which we found to be one of the most active places. And finally, we will venture to where psychiatric patients were formerly kept. So if you're ready to take on the extremely haunted Indiana State Sanatorium with us, hit like, subscribe, and let's jump into the investigation.
There's a rat in here. Crypt keepers, we're kicking things off in the tunnel system. This tunnel system connects a lot of the campus here, and we're going to explore as much as we can. We're going to investigate as much as we can of the Indiana State Sanatorium. But this place is freaking large.
And there's rats, bats, probably birds, like...
Probably ghosts.
Well, we hope so. That's why we're here, right?
Fingers crossed. I'm now rolling GhostTube, and let's just walk through and explore the tunnels.
Let's do it. So these tunnel systems connect most of the buildings on this campus. I think they said there's over a mile of tunnel systems. It's crazy.
I don't know if we'll get too much activity down here, but it is freaking eerie just looking down a freaking dark tunnel. Gives me the willies. Is there anyone down here? Can you walk towards my voice? Unless you're a rat. Wait. What?
That was me trying to be a rat. Is there any particular reason this tunnel system would be haunted? Like, is there any stories about this part?
I don't think there's
Ooh, just felt a cold breeze come shooting down this tunnel.
I just felt it on my neck. Yeah. I do know of one story. I don't want to say it's necessarily signifies that this place is haunted, but there was a person murdered here, and they were murdered execution style.
There was one of the employees became unhappy with one of his co-workers. I've heard several stories about the source of the unhappiness. The most common one I've heard is that his co-worker had received a 50-cent an hour raise, and that the murderer thought he should have gotten, and so he took his co-worker and friend down in the tunnels and got him down on his hands and knees and execution style murdered him by shooting in the forehead, and then went across the road to the power plant and shot himself. When the murderer fell on the gun, the police who first arrived at the scene didn't realize that it was a murder-suicide. They thought it was a double homicide, and they started to panically try to remove all of the psychiatric patients here, and that didn't go very well because gunshots and 24 police police causes problems. And the murderer actually had planted bombs in his house, so when the police showed up at his house, the house exploded. And fortunately did not hurt any of the police officers.
Is there anyone here that wants to communicate? Now's your chance. If you step up to my hands, this can't hurt you.
If that was you, can you make that noise again?
That sound like footsteps.
That sound like Waverly Hills footsteps.
Oh my God. He was executed on his knees. They made him kneel and then they shot him in the head.
Oh my God. I'm just getting Waverly Hills vibes. That's exactly what the Waverly Hills sound sounded like.
Well, I need to know what that is. We have a camera right here. Hello? Someone down here? I honestly can't believe it said Neil out of all the words that it could say. Like, we were literally just talking about the murder that happened there.
When it first came up, I thought it was Neil, as in the name Neil, and your reaction, I was like, was that the guy's name?
Hello? Fuck me. Oh my God. Hello?
Okay, that was a bat, yes.
There better not be a living person down here, because you're trespassing. I just see the wheelchair. Oh my God, I'm so scared. What was that? This place is so open and so scary. We're going to go to another floor because I'm just wigging out down here. Like, could there be a living person in the building with us?
What do you want?
We want to talk to you. We'd love to see you. This is horror movie worthy. And this staircase, beautiful in a way, but oh my God, freaky.
It looks like a grand mansion staircase.
So this is the Adams Hall admission where we are right now. This was also the tuberculosis hospital. So we're actually standing in one of the oldest buildings here on the campus, and there was a lot of death that occurred here. The mortality rate at times was disturbingly poor. Like 70 to 80% of the patients they had come through at some stages were passing away.
While you were saying that, I swear I heard something on this carpet too. Should we go up?
Yeah. At some stages we're passing away. At some stages we're passing away. Is there anyone here who can hear my voice? Don't be afraid to communicate with us. Oh my God, is this staircase even safe?
New fear unlocked. Thanks, Amy.
Sorry.
Mind you, it looks like they are renovating because there's a nice bit here that looks new. So I think they are doing it up.
Hello?
Toys. Were there kids kept in this part of the hospital?
People from all walks of life, to be honest, in the hospital, the TB hospital. Is there someone here? Can you give us a sign, make a noise?
Can you guide us where you want us to go? We'll come to you.
We're now moving up to the very top floor. I'm hearing noises all throughout this building. It is really insane.
That was a different noise.
Sounded like someone throwing a pebble, but I mean, look at this place. Is there any patients here? I'm Nurse Amy.
And I'm Nurse Jared.
Can we help you out? What do you need from us?
Okay, this is the second time this happened to me now. It happened today while we were going around doing day B-roll, seeing like things in the corner of my eyes. I swear I just saw something in this room right here.
Like what?
Just like a little head. Sort of like what you thought you saw in the hospital, which we'll talk about later. Like just poking out in this room here.
Hello? We're now heading back downstairs and we're going to regroup before we pass through to the next building. We've now made it into the old nursing home. This place freaks me out the most, I think. It's actually where I saw something earlier today too.
That mirror just scared the shit out of me.
Oh, can you not? This place is so beat up. That mirror looks pretty good nick though.
Yeah. You know what they say, isn't breaking mirrors bad luck? Maybe everyone here's just superstitious.
Oh, maybe. So this is the nursing home. I find this the eeriest of the buildings. We were in here today. I saw a shadow down at the nurse's station. It was like someone was standing there. We tried to recreate in case it was, you know, us casting a shadow because it was during the day, there was some light. Couldn't figure it out. I don't know what that was. So is there anyone here? My name's Amy, this is Jared. I would love to talk to anyone if you're willing and able to.
And we were told that when they packed up and left, they literally...
Soon. You'll talk to us soon.
What's going to happen soon? What I was going to say is that when they left, they just left everything here as is.
Yeah, I can see a crochet blanket on this bed in here.
Yeah, that is creepy. So many rooms here.
Can you give us a number?
Can you tell us what room you want us to go to?
If you give us a number, we'll go into that room for you. This nurse's station is right in the middle. So this building's sort of shaped like a cross. And this, I guess, is a very central place to each of the 4 wings
Stressed.
that spans from it. Stressed? I'm sorry to hear that.
Could it be like a stressed nurse or worker? This is a nurse's station?
Maybe. Like, this facility was sort of built and was to be used for elderly patients, but it ended up being like heavily overcrowded with mental health patients, which it wasn't initially supposed to be. So maybe it was a super stressful place to work.
FYI, Aim, is this part of the roof is damaged, so
It's
watch your
dripping as
step.
well.
Right here, this is where Amy said she's seen something today, right here.
You know what though? It was actually when I saw whatever I saw, I was standing down that end of the wing and I saw it just here. Kind of where you are, Jared.
Are you here now? You were
Is
here?
this yours?
This is all us. Well, what are you referring to? The cameras? They're ours.
We appreciate you checking. My name is Amy, this is Jared. Can we have your name, please? You said you saw something in here as well though, right?
We were just doing our B-roll and I thought I saw something in the corner of my eye, so peripheral vision, right down the end of this corridor, standing in the middle of the corridor.
You know what is weird to think? Like, I saw something here, you saw something down there. What if we saw the same thing? Not at the exact same time, because we saw these separately, like independent to one another. What if it was like the same person?
Not only that, but what if it wasn't even a ghost? What if it was an actual person?
Don't say that.
That, I reckon, scares me more than the paranormal.
This place is pretty open, like people could just roam on in here.
Don't know because they do trespass prosecutors.
Yeah.
I mean, prosecute trespassers, you know what I mean? Yeah, down this corridor here, this is where I sense someone standing. Is there still someone roaming these halls? Is there still someone here?
We'd love to talk to you.
Lady.
There's a lady.
Are you a nurse? Do you work here?
That's pretty wild. That like answered us. Yeah, there's a lady still here, you know.
Greg did say that the nurse's station was a spot people like to investigate. There must be a reason for that. Who's the lady? We're here as your assistant tonight. We're here to help you. Or
I'm not sure how.
You're not sure how I can help? It's been pretty on point. It's a lot more active in here on GhostTube than it was in the other building.
I think the only word we got in the other building was in the tunnel when it said Neil, and it's been so chatty since we walked in here. I'm getting the vibes in this building though. I don't in the TB hospital for some reason.
Is there something in here? Like, is it trying to talk to us? I just feel like, I know it hasn't said nurse, but I just feel like we're talking to someone that works here.
Thank you if there's a nurse here and you're still looking out for the patients. I commend that. That's very nice of you.
What the f*** was that?
I just trod on this.
Ooh, don't do that again.
Sorry. Damn, this place is so beat up.
Some parts more than others though. Like, I mean, this room here.
Movie. You know, I was just thinking there's like, in this room back here, there's like an old TV on the ground. Like maybe they're trying to watch a movie. I have seen a lot of VHS tapes around and TVs around, like movie. And maybe they see what we're doing and they're like, oh, you're filming a movie.
Do you want to be in a movie? You can. We're just going to need a release form and waiver. No, we won't make you sign that. You can be in a movie if you want. You're just going to make noises and interact with us all night, and then you'll definitely be featured.
We're now going to leave the nursing home and make our way towards the psychiatric hospital.
All right, cut.
Why don't we just keep rolling and just get into the other building?
You just want to keep
Stay
going.
with me.
Oh.
Okay. Are you in this room? Can we have a name, please? I'm Amy, this is Jared.
That's so weird because we're like about to pack up and go to the next building. And it's like, stay with me.
Are you lonely? I'm sorry.
We will be back. So don't worry, we're not leaving. We're just going to the next building and then we will be back. Let's cut when we get there in case something happens.
Follow you.
Oh my God.
Okay. I'd love you to follow me. Yeah, like they're actually going to follow us. Like,
Psychic.
Maybe they think we're psychic because we're talking to them.
I'm not psychic, but I can talk to you through this. So if you're using this, thank you. That's the best way to talk to us. Okay, we've just made it into the psychiatric hospital. This is a cafeteria. And again, just to reiterate how everything was just sort of left in place. There's still food trays and cups out. It adds to the eeriness of this.
This is like legit abandoned place. Like they literally abandoned it and just left everything and left. So they didn't even do the dishes before they left.
I don't think I would either.
I suppose you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm out. What are we having for dinner?
It is very, very cold here. It must be, I reckon that's the main door to come into the building or something because it's freezing.
Where am I?
You're in the hospital.
Is that maybe the person that's followed us and now they're like, where are we?
I can hear scratching on this window, but it's so overgrown. Far out, man. Oh, there are some rooms down here, but I do think it's mostly like admissions and offices here. There is an office here, and look, everything has been left behind. And there's actually old patient records just left here as well.
Oh, Ames, so just catch the elevator? How do you even cool it down? Oh, whoops.
Never used an elevator before. We don't often investigate places this intact, like time capsules from the past. Real time capsules, I'm talking. Oh, I hate the stairs. Look at it. Oh my God. Okay, patients. I'm new here and I need you to help me out a little. Can you make a noise where you want me to go? Can you come up to my hand? Maybe you can talk to me. Oh, look at this jumper here.
Oh, that's creepy.
I feel a little bit apprehensive walking down here. Just like I don't want to. I'm a bit off-put by going any further. Why is this door just open?
I swear, like, I know there's lots of doors in this building, but I swear there were no doors open when we came through today.
I gotta agree with that because we were getting hallway shots.
Yeah, we were like doing
Where is it?
Someone's looking for something in there.
What's in here that you're looking for? There's all paperwork in there.
Can you tell us what you're looking for? We can possibly help you find it.
They've even got a refrigerator with snacks in them.
Snacks.
They got something
What
in
they
there.
got? Jared, that's freezer odor absorber.
Oh,
Hey, there's some cola in here
someone
though.
took the snacks.
Can someone talk to us in here?
Whoa! Movies!
Oh.
3 Kings, Marked for Death. Hang on, let's go through them. Oh, The Mummy! Ames, you like that movie?
Sick.
The Mummy. Oh. Any Mel Gibson fans? Hello. What else we got here? Ooh, and Excalibur. These are really old.
VHS, man. True relic from the past. I'm telling you, this is a time capsule.
Actually, whoever was following us earlier, you did say movie. Do any of those movies tickle your fancy?
We've just made it up to the 3rd floor, and they do say this is where usually the footsteps originate from.
The other common one is footsteps in the mental hospital. Even though it's probably the building with the least number of deaths, it had the most trauma. There's only 2 sets of stairs. The elevators are no longer working, and so you have to go up and down the internal fire escape. And people will be on the 2nd or 3rd floor, and they'll hear seriously loud footsteps running across the 3rd floor. And people are sure that there's trespassers. They think something's on, and they go running up the stairs to try to find them. And then they get to the 3rd floor, and they hear people running up and down the hallways on the floor above them. And they get all the way to the roof, and there's no one there. And that has been told to me like 4 or 5 times. It's really it's a strangely specific thing that I've been told. It's like, yeah, there was someone walking. It was as obvious as anything that someone's walking on the floor above, and then they go up both sets of stairs and they just cannot find the person.
There's someone around. We would love to hear you. Can you make a noise? You would absolutely make my night.
Just here.
Beep. There's no electricity in the building.
We do have our camera there, but our camera doesn't. I've never heard that noise before. It sounds like hospital equipment.
I agree.
Weirdly.
Yeah, I agree. I heard a beep. Like, there's no electricity in here. There shouldn't be any noise. I did just ask for a noise too. Thank you so much. Can we have another?
I don't know if that was paranormal, because that noise sounded like robotic. It was like, bzzz.
Maybe it's just residual as well though, because, I mean, this was a hospital.
I feel like tonight so far has been pretty active. I feel like we're getting good responses too. I'm digging it. Oh, Ames, this could be the movie room, look.
This is definitely the movie room.
You want to watch a movie?
Feeling.
Feeling.
That makes you feel good? You feel like a movie?
Can you tell me what made the noise earlier? The beep? What was that?
I honestly feel like that noise came from behind the camera that we've got down here. I feel like the noise came from down here. See, there's like mechanical down here, but there's no power in this building.
That noise had to be residual because there's nothing in here. That wasn't anything of ours.
He won't leave.
He won't leave.
Who's not leaving?
Did that come from here or the stairs?
It was hard to tell the echo, I don't know. It actually
Just
sounded
look
like
behind you. Just hang on. I'll look this way, you look that way.
it sounded like a door maybe or something. Who won't leave?
There's wind for sure, but I don't know what could make that noise. I mean, is it wind? Like, well, this will be floor 4.
Bright.
So we just got the response of bright as soon as we reached the top of the stairs. Could it be talking about Jared's light?
There's no way there was a chair in the middle of the corridor today. No way.
We did walk every single floor too.
We did. Is that tent thing there?
Oh my god. Hello? I heard a stomp behind me. Do you think someone's in here?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We definitely would not have left a chair in the middle of the corridor though.
I mean, could we have? Hello?
I just feel like we would not have left this chair here.
Okay,
I think
probably
this is the
wind.
wind. Should we go up next floor?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do the last floor. Let's get this one over with.
We're heading upstairs to the 5th floor. Okay guys, this is the 5th floor, and this floor is unique because this is where they kept...
Count.
5th? This is the 5th floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this floor is unique because this is where they kept the violent males. They kept them on the top floor because if they started fires, it wouldn't smoke out the whole building. It would only smoke out the top floor.
Again, that doesn't reassure me. To walk down, look at this corridor. Come on now. That wind is ferocious right now.
See, this corridor is clear. There's no way we would have left these chairs. What?
Oh, just the window. Oh my God.
There's just no way we would have left these chairs here.
This floor is definitely the most deteriorated. Is there anyone still up here? Why are you still here?
Having now completed our walkthrough, we decided to return to the nursing home where we'd earlier felt most energy and received our most compelling response through GhostTube. Here, right as we were setting up, we began to document REM pod activity, and Jared got a little surprise.
It's going off. We're just setting up where we're going to be doing a really... we're going to be doing an experiment we haven't done too many times of on this trip. We're going to be doing a double Estes. There's bats, and it's flew right past me.
Do you want to do this instead?
Doing a double Estes.
For this experiment, I would perform an SD session, which saw me wear noise-cancelling headphones while listening to a spirit box and relaying anything I heard come through. But instead of being blindfolded, I'd wear GhostTube Lens to enter a virtual space that allowed me to digitally scribe visual white noise to further induce a trance-like state, while GhostTube Seer could also produce imagery based off environmental readings interpreted by AI. There's links below to check out GhostTube Seer and Lens for yourself, but let's jump into the experiment.
And you ready?
Yep.
Oh, we've got catwalk activity too.
Oh.
This place has 4 wings. It's like a cross. We've got every wing monitored. We've got thermal. We've got an SLS camera with cat balls and a bunch of other stuff. We've got a tripwire and a night vision infrared camera with REM pods. We've got proximity sensors. We've got everything. Like, we've got this entire place monitored. We were getting a lot of words here earlier, so if there is anything here, we're going to catch it.
Recording.
Oh my God, it's going off already.
I'm already getting an image.
She's already getting an image and REM pod's already going off.
It looks like a doll. I'm getting an image of an old-timey looking doll. I am going to put the spirit box on now though. Alright, it looks like a doll with brown hair and dark eyes and black lips. And I'm going under.
You know, it's weird. Greg was saying today that a lot of people's belongings are still here. Maybe that was sentimental to someone. Is there anyone here with us now? You were here with us earlier. Out. You don't want us here? I felt like you were here with us earlier talking to us and following us around.
I'm seeing an image. I heard out again. I'm seeing an image. Honestly, it looks like a bed or a crib with jail-like bars around it. It has a chair next to it.
Could that be a hospital bed?
I mean, it looks like chairs that could be in this place, but it looks like a barred bed, like almost like a cage.
I know sometimes hospital beds have those rungs on the side.
Greetings.
Hello? Who's here with me now? Who am I talking to? Cable's going off.
The others.
Who are they? Where are they? Can you maybe tell me what room? Where are the others?
Beatrice?
Beatrice? Is that who I'm talking to? Are you a patient here, Beatrice, or a nurse? Or a doctor? What are you doing here, Beatrice?
Power.
Can you tell me about life here, Beatrice? Or can you show us? If you go up to that woman sitting in the chair and go to the device on her head or in her hand, you might be able to generate noises or pictures for us. So down this end, guys, we've got REM pod, tripwire. Not sure if it's gone off yet. You're here?
You want it?
I don't really want anything other than just to spend some time with you and talk to you.
I do have another image. This one seems more abstract. Again, I feel like I'm in a cage. I feel like there's 2 people over here Maybe one is wearing a doctor's coat, and then there's someone wearing darker clothing. I heard doctor as well.
Ooh, we have a doctor here with us.
So there's two people, I would say a patient and a doctor maybe. It seems like I'm in like a cage or something.
The REM pod went off next to Amy as well. Are there doctors here?
I heard a lady giggle. There's something else here as well, but I can't really make out what it is.
So weird.
But I'm definitely seeing perhaps a doctor in a coat.
So we've got a doctor here. I'm here to help you, doctor. I'm here to help you with the patients. Can you tell me where you would like me to go?
They didn't get out.
Why do you want me to get out for?
6.
Here we have a thermal camera going, guys. 6? Is that what room you'd like me to go to?
That hurts.
What hurts?
That was a man's voice as well, with emotion.
What hurts? How can I help you?
A little bit.
Guys, there are so many movies in here. Look at this. Men in Black.
Ow.
They're blockbusters. They don't return their blockbuster videos.
Feeling very cold here.
Yeah, they've got hell movies. Can you tell me about the room I was just in?
Yes.
Tell me about it then. REM pod's going off down the far end.
Get this thing out.
What do you need me to get out?
Right here.
I'm here with you. I can do whatever you want me to do. Actually, it was saying get this thing out as the REM pod's going off. You don't like those devices we've put around the place?
Leave us.
Just...
Mike.
You do like it? As I said that, the tripwire kits just went off as well. You like these things we've put out?
That hurts us.
It hurts you. They're just lights. They can't hurt you. I felt like we were talking to a nurse earlier, but now I'm starting to feel like we're talking to patients maybe. Oh my God.
Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 really scary looking clowns looking at me. Full on clowns, like, yeah, clowns.
Why are there clowns here? Can you tell me that? What's with the clowns? I mean, that might just be a false positive, but at the same time, maybe they bring clowns in here to entertain the tenants, the guests, the patients, I don't know.
Although this image was quite scary, it did not seem to have relevance at all to this location. But we would discover something later in the night as we were collecting our final B-roll shots that would make this image seem all the more curious.
We're just filming B-roll and I've noticed the weirdest thing.
What the f*** is that?
I saw clowns on the ceilings earlier.
Oh yeah, we did, and we thought it was like completely random.
Yeah, and now I found, and again, random, I don't know, but there's a freaking clown wig in here, like of all things. Ew.
Dare you to wear it.
I'm not f***ing wearing that.
We've also got an SLS camera rolling down here, guys, with a bunch of catwalks, and I know for a fact that these have been going off.
The village.
The village. What village?
They're here.
I'd say the activity's happening all around Amy
A
at the nurse's
quarter.
station. All right, I'm back now, I'm here.
A wig.
What sort of wig?
5th.
I'm hearing noises down there by the thermal.
Aging. Just relax.
I'm trying to, but I'm hearing stuff. Can you tell me what I'm hearing? There's definitely rain coming in this room here, but the noises coming from down the hall are too loud.
What? Them?
This is a lot creepier than earlier. Earlier I felt...
Jared, I'm seeing a clock. It's black and white.
Right, clock. Where's the clock?
The numbers are incorrect. I feel like there might be a jetty and a boat off to the side as well, perhaps. Like, or a pier, sorry. We're in America.
Can't see a clock in the nuns, in the nurse's station.
Cut them off.
Can you tell me about this clock? Guys, my
This
camera...
is Amy speaking. Can you show me what you look like?
My camera cut off for a little bit there, guys. I don't know what happened.
Advil.
Just stopped recording. Do you like these little lights we've got down the corridor here? You keep triggering them.
Headache.
You've got a headache? They keep going and sitting next to Amy. She would have no idea. It's Creepy.
Seeing an image. Oh my god. Perhaps a lot of like bloody bodies. I don't want to say surgery. Like maybe a hell-like image.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. It looks quite dark, to be honest.
Who's here with me right now?
Richard.
Who's Richard? Tell me about Richard. Richard, is that you?
Richard is home.
Richard's home. He's not here anymore.
Here, Jared and I decided to swap positions to see if this would provide similar or different results.
Cool,
I swear
thank
someone
you.
keeps coming and sitting next to us here at the nurse's station.
That's awesome. I mean, this would be a hub for everything in here, and we just had, I think, the tripwire go off. Done this end as well. Okay, thank you.
All right, you ready?
Jared, can you hear me? Okay, Jared's under. Is anyone around tonight in this nursing home? Thank you. Appreciate that so much. Can you go to the red
Who's
light
there?
again? So I'm Amy and this is Jared with me. Can you show your name? How long have you been here?
14, the numbers.
You've been here for 14, or you want me to find room 14?
Go in it.
Maybe you want me to go to room 14?
Her.
Me, okay. Is it this way?
Bright.
Okay, I just put my light on. That is
Most haunted.
most haunted. Am I going the right way? I mean, this is 305, 306.
A couple. 3, 4.
I feel like there's not a 14 down here. Oh, maybe there is. There's 8. 10.
That.
Did he just say come back?
Now that.
Now that. I don't see a 14. It goes to 11.
Of course.
Do you like having visitors?
Coming.
Yeah, I'm coming. I saw someone right here earlier today. Who was that? Just gonna look at the numbers on this side, guys.
Still to this day.
You're still here. You still want me to find 14? Am I going the right
or
way?
the creature.
12. 14. Okay, I found room 14. Are you in here?
The parents.
I just heard him say the parents. Whose parents?
Hair on the kid. This is Jared. I feel like it's weird I'm not getting any images now.
That is weird because I had quite a lot.
You got him.
You got him? Got who?
Americans love it.
I hope the Americans love us visiting. We are from Australia. Do you know where that is?
In front of you.
In front of me or in front of him?
Oh, I'm getting an image. Lily pads
Lily pads.
on a pond.
Maybe your name is Lily?
Chicken.
Calling me a chicken, or you want to eat some chicken? What does this place look like for you?
Playing.
Playing.
About 20 here.
That's a lot.
Haunted. Second time I've got that word now.
They say it's haunted. By who?
Are you?
I mean, I guess in a way I'm haunting this place right now. Maybe you can't see or hear me the way I think that you can, and I seem like a spirit to you.
I'm getting an image. I see like a bunch of, it looks like a pile of trash to me.
That is relevant. Okay, so there is a lot
Yeah,
of...
big pile of trash.
There's literally so much trash left here.
Sort of looks like what's in the powerhouse room.
A lot of people's belongings are left in there.
What we are referring to here is the vast amounts of belongings discarded at the property that appear to be trash, which is what Jared felt this image represented in the moment.
Can you show me where to go? Can you go show that man where you want us to go tonight?
F you, I just heard. Like a woman yelling it.
Are you upset?
I'm getting an image. A ball on the floor of a room that looks like it's part of an abandoned building, funnily enough. Like it's a room with like debris on the floor and there's like a round ball there. It may actually be a room in this building.
I feel like I've seen a ball.
Are you trying to show us, this is Jared, are you trying to show us where you want us to go or what something you're looking for?
I feel like I've seen a ball in one of these rooms. I couldn't tell you which one.
Alright, I'm coming out, Ames.
Okay.
After spending so much time in the old nursing home, we decided to return to the original tuberculosis hospital to reach out once again.
So we've got GhostTube SLS rolling, hoping to possibly pick up a figure.
I'm also wearing these, the Lucid headphones. These aren't noise cancelling, these are noise amplifying. So everything in this room, even Amy's breathing, I can hear on this. It's insane. So if we're gonna hear an EVP, we're gonna hear it in real time. Anyway, you can see Amy. Make sure the SLS camera's working. Hey.
Hello.
All right, where should we start down here?
My name is Amy and I'm here tonight with Jared. We're just calling out to anyone who might be here. Can you say something to us? We might actually hear you.
I think the tripwire just went off too.
Oh, really?
Can you come up and whisper something in my ear?
If you're here, can you walk up to the staircase? Come stand with these pretty lights for us.
Or can you come sit in this wheelchair? I heard that. Yeah,
What was that? Which way? I feel like in this room? No?
It's like an admin room or an office. What?
How did you not hear that? Shh. I heard loud banging, maybe from upstairs, and that's not like the other noises I'm hearing. This was like... I'm shocked you didn't hear that. How?
I think because I was talking at the time. This is also amplifying my own voice.
Is there someone upstairs? I don't think that's paranormal. That's fine. It was the other, like, stomping footsteps that I heard though.
Okay, we've got plastic window cover in here. If there's anyone here, can you come up to my ears and whisper in them? Whisper your name. Can you whisper your name in my ears?
Is there anyone up here? Can you talk to us? We might be able to hear you. It's your chance to say something.
We didn't pick up much else in this area, and we were experiencing some noise contamination from plastic sheets blowing on windows. So we made our way back downstairs to attempt communication using GhostTube Vox.
My name is Amy and I've come, oh thank you. I've come a very long way to visit you and I would love to talk to anyone that might still be here in this old hospital. If you come up to these lights in my hands, maybe you can do so. I'm hearing a lot of noises in here. Just curious if there might still be some patients around, maybe employees.
There definitely was no plastic window.
Yeah, no, that's more than just wind movement. What's in there? Who's in there?
He suffered?
I was going to say that said suffered.
He suffered.
Who is he? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what happened here.
Pressure.
Pressure?
He suffered pressure.
Were you ill? Were you sick? Is that why you came here?
I'm sorry?
I feel like I heard I'm sorry. What are you sorry about?
Messy.
Something about it being messy?
It looks messy now, but I understand why. Does it look messy to you as well? Can you see us right now?
Maybe they work here. Should we go up there?
Alright, is this better? Are you up here? One. Just one of you?
That was a pebble or something thrown. Can we just quickly go up there and have a look?
I mean, there's pebbles everywhere, Jared. There's just debris everywhere. Hypothetically, let's say that was a rock or something. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just something flaking off of the roof, or do you know what I mean? Did you just throw something up here? Look. Where are you?
Worldwide.
I feel like the infrared light on your face then just went really bright. I was not touching it either.
Yeah, I noticed something
the infrared light
changed there.
just went up really bright and then came back down.
It also got very cold just now. Very cold. Are you near us? We're going to go back downstairs. You can come with us.
Were you a patient or did you work here? What were you doing here? We'll go wherever you want us to go. Just tell us.
Not sure.
Think as long as you want.
There's something blowing around in there and it's just the most horrible noise.
If it sounds scary to you guys, it's even scary for us because we're in the dark right now. I heard that some of the children weren't treated very nicely here. Ooh, did you just come down the stairs?
Without much else happening, we moved our GhostTube Vox session over into the entrance to the tunnel system, where we'd earlier received the relevant response of Neil.
I'm not sure if there is anyone down here. My name is Amy and I'm here tonight with Jared. I have heard something very terrible happened here. And earlier tonight we had a word come through a device saying Neil. That chilled me to the bone and we're just curious if there's someone here who would like to talk. You come up to these lights in my hands, maybe we can hear your voice.
Is that?
Do you have a message? Maybe we can help you convey it.
We spent quite a bit of time reaching out in the tunnels, yet the response of "we're sad" was our first and only one to come through. Because of this, we decided to move on to our final building of the evening and investigate the former psychiatric hospital.
Crypt Keepers, we have gone hard on the investigating tonight and we have done a lot of different experiments. We still have this whole other building, the psychiatric unit, to kind of investigate. I wasn't sure what to do here, and because, you know, seer for us is still a new tool, we're just going to use that. We were already getting an image of a bicycle. Literally a bicycle. I have seen an old rusted out bike. I mean, there's a lot of stuff just like...
In this building or just on the premises?
No, just like on the property. Like.
Interesting. Maybe that was something that was sentimental to someone.
Thank you for showing us an image. If you're still just trying to figure out how this works, come close to it, use your energy. Maybe you can describe what you want to show us. This is the floor though, the third floor, where a lot of the activity sort of emanates from, like we described earlier. What can you show us? Can you show us an item that's meaningful to you, or perhaps even yourself? It's completely different in here.
Maybe we've tired out the ghost names.
They're sick of our shit.
Like these Aussies.
Maybe show me what it was like when you were here. Oh, I'm getting people's faces. Sort of looks like people through a window. Black and white images. This could very well be patients here.
Let me see.
And they don't look overly like pleased or happy.
You did ask for them to
show themselves. Thank you for showing me that. If there is anything important that you would like to show me or show anybody, show the world from this place, can you come up close to my hands? Oh my God.
What is it?
Definitely a medical image. There's a man in a doctor's coat with a mask on, and he's doing something to somebody. He's touching them. We've had recurring like doctor, so a man who's a doctor or a nurse in a hospital looking setting.
Surgical, yeah, we've had a few surgical stuff tonight come up.
Thank you for showing us that. We appreciate that. Maybe you'd like to feel more comfortable talking to Jared?
Can you maybe show us where you are or what you can see? What do we look like to you? What does the world you're in look like to you? Are you aware that you're in another world? It is showing me a room with a red wall and a table. That more looks like a room in the admission centre to me, because that building's carpeted and it's not as like sterile as this one. Did you come from the admissions building? Shall we go upstairs?
Yeah.
So guys, we've just moved upstairs to the 5th floor, and this is where we were told violent men would have been kept. If there's anyone here, can you come up to the device in my hands? You might be able to convey a message to us or show us what it was like up here for you. The door with an X on it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Look in there.
Oh, Jesus, that room is really...
We continued to explore this building, but nothing else of interest occurred, and it felt as though the night had fallen silent. We'd certainly had some interesting and somewhat frightening moments at the Indiana State Sanatorium, a place of so much history and sadness, but does spirits still roam these halls? Make sure to leave us a comment and hit like on this video given you've watched this far, but it would also be worth making sure you're subscribed and have all notifications turned on for this channel, as our next video will take you to a haunted castle in Scotland, where a terrifying dungeon and heartbreaking ghost story exist. You won't want to miss our overnight investigation of the haunted Needpuff Castle.
Crypt Keepers, we're at the end of the night, and damn, this place, I wasn't really sure what to expect coming in, but I think that we pulled a lot out of it.
I think what was interesting to me is some buildings we got hardly anything, other buildings we got a lot, and so you know, that sort of rules out that, oh, our devices are just going off all the time. Like, it was in specific spots that were more active than others. So that's what I find more compelling.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the nursing home for me felt like the one, and that felt like the one we were going to get stuff in from the moment that we got here, which was kind of cool because it kind of validates and confirms for me, hey, when you're feeling something like a gut instinct, trust that and run with it, because yeah, our gadgets, if you want to call them that, paranormal devices, can kind of help back that up.
Yeah, I actually think it's funny the nursing home isn't the most visually appealing building. You know, I feel like sometimes people just want to go to the scariest looking building, but that one actually ends up being the most active for us. We would have stayed there all night, but if we'd done that, everyone would have said, you didn't go to this building, you didn't go to that building. So we sort of had to leave, even though we were getting cool stuff, and explore the other buildings too. But yeah, the nursing home was definitely different to the other buildings for sure.
Like, we've done our best to cover as much ground as we can, but I'm sure like there's some stones we didn't turn over. But I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe.
Please share it, especially because that is what really helps us grow, and we really need that right now. We need some growth.
We're suffering a little bit on the content creation and growth front.
We're getting these massive big venues and we're putting more effort into that, but we're not getting the same level of growth. So
if you guys are enjoying the videos, seriously do everything that you can to tell YouTube, hey, this is good content, push it to more people.
Please share, please leave a comment, please share, write in the live chat.
And if you're here watching and you've actually watched to this point, like, thank you. You're amazing. Because watching the videos free is probably the most important thing. But yeah, you can follow us on social medias. We've got them linked below. We've got Patreon, YouTube members linked below if you want bonus content.
Oh, we filmed a Patreon-only session in the building that's now used as office space, but it's built on a place where there was once a children's hospital.
And they've had activity there that indicates it could be haunted by children, which is very sad.
If you're interested, check that out.
Blog article will be posted on my website, AmysCrypt.com. Go suss it.
And if you liked Amy's editing tonight, can you please let her know in the comments? Because she does all the editing. I think sometimes people assume I do it because I'm behind the camera. That's not the case. Amy does all the editing. So Amy appreciation comment. If you really like the editing and how the video comes together, please leave a comment.
Oh, thanks, son.
Some mean person said, Jared does better editing than you, and it's like, I don't do any editing.
Jared doesn't do that.
Amy does all the editing. Anyway, leave her a comment if you really liked it. That'll also make her feel better.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.
See ya.